Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Terrence.
What's up?
All right, just us this week, guys, because apparently Demetrius, who was supposed to step in, forgot it was Thursday.
I did too.
Yeah, you did too. See, I was
shit. What the fuck?
I was trying to shoot you some bail, as the young kids say. But all right, we're back. We do have plenty to talk about this week, though. Just a little bit in checked out. Stupid Tech is back. No Science and Tech this week. Of course, Lightning Round, movie and TV. We have plenty. Question of Week responses are also back. Make sure you go to facebook.com/the Nerdpocalypse to find those on a weekly basis. And of course, What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD and trailers. So first off, in checked out, I watched Tomb Raider.
Why?
Because I hadn't seen it and I was interested, and I had seen, for some reason, both of the Angelina Jolie movies previously.
Some reason being Angela Jolie.
Yeah, that was the number one reason.
That's what I figured. All right,
yeah,
all right.
That I don't know if people remember, but I did, in fact, Mike and I did, in fact, see that and Swordfish on a on a double feature once at the theater. We were like, these movies are going to be awesome. They were not awesome.
I still kind of like Swordfish, though.
It's not a good movie.
It's not good, but it's very entertaining.
It is. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, it's totally ridiculous. That's actually not a bad No Time to Bleed movie.
I mean, they did helicopter a bus through a city.
Yeah,
at one point.
And then John Travolta gets out of a car and is shooting both. John Travolta was a villain, guys. It's ridiculous. But you did get to see Halle Berry's boobs, so that was nice. So I watched the new Tomb Raider because I was interested in it. It was now on HBO, so I checked it out. It's fine. It's not great. I wouldn't even say it's good. It's fine. I didn't hate it. It felt cheap. It felt really cheap, and it felt almost like they weren't trying to make a bottle film, but they did because they didn't have the budget. You know what I mean?
The first part took place in a bike messenger shop.
Yeah, the bike scene was kind of fun. That was cool. Yeah. I dug that. I like that they gave her enough background that you kind of liked her before getting into the shit of the normal Tomb Raider movie. I don't like Dominic West as her father. I don't. I feel like Dominic West just needed the money for a boat. He was just phoning it in the whole time. It was awful. The woman who played Lara Croft was fine. I thought she was totally fine. You can tell they played the video game and they were like, let's make the movie almost one for one, at least visually.
Certain sections, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the whole plane section was in the game.
Yeah, the plane and the fucking parachute and the in the river, all of that happening in sequence was a lot. It should have been kind of spread out a little bit, I thought, but it's fine. So I enjoyed that. There's a couple times in the movie where she's running through a series of traps where it's clear that
those traps don't exist.
They don't exist, and she's not the graphics aren't good enough where you could believe it, and she's not pantomiming well enough to believe it. It's just she's just running straight and it's just collapsing things. It just looked really silly. Overall, it's fine. I wouldn't rush out to I had to see it. I wish I would have saw it in theaters at all. But what I will say is this: I'd like to see another one, with more money behind it, with a little bit more money behind it, and a better director. I think, certainly a better script. The script was really basic.
Who directed this?
It's a Norwegian guy.
Thor Magnuson or something.
Yeah, it's a really Norwegian dude, because he did a movie called The Wave, I believe, and that was about a giant tsunami or something that was destroying the town. And I realized why they picked him, because
his name is Roar.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
but that scene where she falls underwater. When she's on the boat in the ocean, they're trying to get to the island and the boat gets destroyed and she falls into the water, and there's all the lightning and explosions or whatever, and it's just flashing underwater and there's shit falling everywhere. I was like, that's why they picked him, because that shit looked amazing. That scene looked incredible. His handling of water and people in water and stuff like that was really, really quite neat. But I'd like to see more in that universe. Like, I don't think they need to just scrap it or reboot it. You could move forward, but they need somebody who can put together a better story, and somebody needs to give up a little bit more money so that it actually has a cast. Because it's funny because it's like it's all on the island, and it's almost kind of the same story as the first sort of rebooted game, but like Trinity should be a much bigger thing. Trinity shouldn't be like one guy and like his two henchmen, basically. Trinity
and her father should be dead,
straight up dead. Yeah. Like that should not even be a thing.
He shouldn't be a thing in the movie at all.
Right. I don't know. Having Dominic West in things that's not him playing a Baltimore cop with a clearly English accent or whatever is weird to me. Like, get out of here, McNulty. So, yeah, I thought it was fine. It was okay. If you got HBO and you kind of wanted to see it, check it out. It's a folding laundry movie at best. It really is.
I didn't hate it. We both checked out a movie this past weekend as well that I think you guys should listen to. It's called All Eyes on Me on our Black and Black Cinema podcast. It's a good movie.
Is it? Terrence, are you just gonna go online and lie to people?
Yes.
You're just gonna go on the internet.
No, like the movie leaves a lot to be desired. The podcast, on the other hand,
yeah. Look, I hate to,
I don't usually plug things like that, but I think you should go ahead and listen to that one if you don't listen to our other show. You might want to go back and listen to some other episodes after that one.
Yeah. So all eyes on me.
All eyes on me, folks.
The Tupac biopic.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Like this is a good one to start listening to Black and Black Cinema. So it was Terrence and I, Mike, of course, and then. Dorian, who has been on this show a number of times.
He was on last week.
Yeah, so he was
I believe.
Yeah, so he was on that episode. So check that out as well. It's worth it. Look, I got to say, to toot our own horn, we did a pretty good job with the garbage we were handed. To be honest,
that's when we do our best work.
Yeah, it is. All right, science and tech, or excuse me, stupid tech this week. This is the Love Sync.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, you motherfuckers sent this to me. You jerks. The Love Sync are two buttons. You put one on, let's say you're a couple or you are married, and each of you keeps one of these buttons on your nightstand. And when you're in the mood to like get it on, each of you hit your buttons, right? So if you want to get, like Terrence, if you and your significant other would like to get it on, like you would hit your button. And then if she also would like to reciprocate this, she would hit her button. And then you would know, like, oh, okay, now we can bang. Instead of talking to her like an adult.
No, but sometimes one person doesn't and the other person does. And
yeah, I mean, that's a reality.
One button is pressed and the other one isn't. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's like, not.
I'm not paying 50 cents. Wait, what is this?
$100?
How much does this shit cost?
Oh, I think it's $57.
I'm not paying $57 for a button. For two buttons.
But like, you're right. It honestly isn't any different. You still, because he's like, the guy in the commercial says, well, I've been rejected before. My advances have been rebuffed before. So if I hit this button, then I don't have to feel that embarrassment. But she's not going to hit the button, dog.
Yeah, like, no, fuck you. I'm asleep.
Also, what if she just doesn't see it? My wife don't pay attention to shit like that. She would totally just not see it, and I'm just like, I hit the button 7 times. She's like, oh, damn, I unplugged it, my bad. like I need to plug my phone in. Like, your marriage will fall apart waiting on technology. Just talk to the person. This is weird. Is this what millennials are doing now?
Like, wait. The 15-minute consensus window may be increased up to 24 hours using additional
taps. That's funny.
So one tap equals 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to respond to the first tap. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, it opens the window so that you can hopefully open.
But if you change your mind, you hold it for 4 seconds. And
like,
it'll go
nah.
Like, I'm good.
I jerked off.
But if yeah, because look, that's what you got to do. This is retarded.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. It doesn't help anybody, and it also shows like you're trying to use technology, which can, in a lot of ways, be the least intimate thing, to do the most intimate thing. That doesn't make any sense. Just talk to each other. Hey, I want to put it in your butt. Yeah, so cool. Me too. All right, rock and roll. Let's do it.
Wait a minute. Are these in the same room?
They can be in the same room.
Or if like it's one in like the kitchen and one is in like the bedroom, or one in the living room. That would be
weird. Like if you have kids, like you hit yours in the bedroom, but you left the other one in like the family room, and your kid's like, I don't know what this button's for. Is it like one of those that was easy buttons from Staples?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's red. And you come out the room butt naked, and it's your kids. And like,
they be like,
Dad, what are you doing?
You trying to get your charge, or like, what the fuck you doing?
This is stupid. This is dumb. And
yeah, don't do this. Just talk to your. Talk to your significant other. But the thing that I don't like is they're like, oh, this couples therapist recommended this.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't, dude. No lying. Couples therapist would say, don't talk to each other. Use buttons. No. And if they did, they need to lose their license. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, this is dumb.
No, I'm getting this from my wife though for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna buy one.
She's like, what the fuck is this?
Why did
you just buy me a new school Simon Says?
Yeah. It was like,
no, this is dumb. I don't.
For $57, save your money and just buy if you're a guy, just save your money and just buy your girlfriend a $57 dildo because she'll have a better time with that while you're not asking her for sex. Jesus Christ. Use a little bit of romance. Cut the grass, wash the dishes, see what happens. Spoiler alert. It works for you. All right. Make sure you go to thenerdpocalypse.com/Amazon anytime you buy anything from Amazon, including the Love Sync. Whenever this goes on the market for retail for suckers, you'll be able to buy it there. We get a little bit of a kickback. You don't pay anything extra. It helps out the show. And it is, look, you're going to use Amazon anyway. Jeff Bezos already has all of us buy the short and curlies, whether we want it to be true or not. And as Brad said on Dense Pixels, he needs the money. He's almost broke. He only has $70 billion.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's offensive.
Help Jeff Bezos and his soon-to-be ex-wife to split $140 billion. All right, lightning round this week, Terrence.
Gross. That amount of money is just unconscionable.
It is.
Like, it just, whatever.
I hope she uses the money. Apparently, like, he's not a big philanthropist. I hope she just uses the money.
Like, what is he doing with his money?
Hoarding it? Taking chicks out to dinner that aren't his wife? Your dick is not your friend.
That much money, like, come on, man.
You could give away damn near all of it and live like a fucking king.
You can give away
$69 billion.
Yeah, and be fine.
Yeah. Oh, darn, I only have $1 billion.
Over $1 billion. Like, if you have $1 billion, you have more money than you can ever possibly need.
I feel like that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like
you need $1 billion.
I feel like, I mean, if you hit $1 billion, that's it. Like, you're good.
Yeah. All the rest of it, yeah, give it to taxes.
Yeah.
Help fix the goddamn country, the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway. Pay your taxes.
Lightning round. Olivia Munn is not going to be an X-Men Dark Phoenix. Sad.
I like that she's like, guys, I have this important news to tell you. You didn't do anything in the last movie. Who cares?
She said I was filming Predator at the time, so there wasn't time for me to film it, and so I'm not in it.
Okay.
That's it. It was like, I can't say anything because the last time I said a little bit, they sent me a note, but I'm not in it.
Shut
She's
up.
Like, whatever.
I
thought she died.
No, she didn't die. Remember. Angel died in a plane crash.
Right.
Fucking ridiculous. But I just love the fact that, like, you didn't do anything. They gave her this like pretty damn good comic accurate outfit. She's like practicing. She's like practicing with a sword. For what? You didn't do anything. you sliced Apocalypse one time. That was it. Like, yeah, okay, you're not in it.
She probably doesn't give a fuck anyway. Well, by that response, she's like, I'm not in it. I was filming something else. Whatever.
The Predator, right.
Next up, Josh Brolin joins the cast of Dune.
Yeah. This cast is shaping up to be very, very good. Javier Bardem, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, and Charlotte Rampling.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who Charlotte Rampling is, but and Paul Atreides, Timothy Chalamet as Paul Atreides. But the other part to this is I just saw Jason Momoa is in talks to join the cast too.
When is it starting to film?
Probably
There's a lot of fucking people.
It's probably going to be sometime. My guess is sometime probably late 2019, maybe summertime. But yeah, cast is looking. I mean, it's looking pretty fucking solid. So we'll see.
All right. Masters of the Universe live action film gets a shooting start date of. As soon as this starts up,
mid-July.
Masters of the Universe.
One thing before I ask you your opinion on this, I 100% blame this on Demetrius. If he hadn't dressed as nigga He-Man, then this wouldn't be so popular because of his cosplay, and they wouldn't be doing this. What are your thoughts on a Masters of the Universe
They
movie?
did this before, right?
Yeah, with Dolph Lundgren
And Frank Langella.
Yes. And he was acting his fucking. He was acting his ass off as Skeletor. Get out of here.
But that's not a good movie.
No, it is not. It is bad.
Again, I've told the story before. Apparently, I was a huge He-Man fan as a child. I don't remember that.
I think most kids.
Like, apparently, I loved He-Man, and I used to watch it every time it came on. I don't remember any of that. But I just don't give a fuck about a live action He-Man movie.
Okay, so
whatever. Is he going to be gay? Because
when
Adam
he's
was very gay in that cartoon.
Yeah, when you watch it, it's like this is obvious. Right?
Yes.
Like it's pretty obvious. So
his name is He-Man.
I mean, that's kind of funny. So here's my question about this, or a statement rather. I don't care anything about He-Man lore, right? Like some people are like still really into it and read the comics and stuff like that. I never did.
They still have comics with He-Man.
I don't know if they're still currently running, but they did for a long time. So I didn't know like a lot about He-Man lore. I watched it as a kid, but I was a dumb kid. I was just like, Skeletor's a bad guy. Fucking He-Man's a good guy. And he's got his band of like merry friends, and Skeletor's got his band of like bad guys that he hangs out with. That's all I knew, right? I didn't realize, and maybe I'm reading this wrong. Is He-Man and Skeletor brothers? According to He-Man lore? I'm pretty sure they are.
What?
Yeah, like, okay, so here's the readout. Let me just read out the story. This is the story for the movie. King Randor will be presented as the great warrior king of Eternia, a descendant of the Greyskulls and the father of two sons, Adam and Keldor. Adam is clearly He-Man, right? Mm-hmm. Prince Adam. As the film begins, Keldor is the chosen heir to the throne, and his brother Adam is young, unfit, and a bit of a black sheep. Where Adam's relationship with his father is strained, Keldor is the epitome of a perfect son, beloved by his father, until the fate of Eternia is put on the line. With his kingdom on the line, Randor puts his people first, betraying Keldor, inciting a series of events that leads him to becoming the iconic Skeletor. So Adam and Skeletor are fucking brothers? I did not know that.
I'm looking. I went to Wikipedia just to kind of. Skeletor is a fictional character and the main antagonist of the Masters of the Universe. According to the revised backstory, Keldor is Randor's half-brother. In this mini-comic, Skeletor also learned that He-Man and Prince Adam were this is all cut up.
We're the same person, basically.
We're the same person. So
I did not know that. Okay, that's news to me. I also don't like that the family's name...
Prince Adam, He-Man, nephew, younger brother.
Wait, what?
So Prince Adam / He-Man is his
nephew and younger brother?
Younger brother, 2019. Prince Adora, She-Ra, niece, younger sister in 2019. So, like, it's retcon that he's his younger brother?
I guess it's retcon.
Prince Adam is his younger brother? What the fuck is going on in the He-Man universe?
Yeah, all right. Like, I when I read that, I was very taken aback. I was like, okay. I just thought they were just enemies to be enemies. Yeah, so it's kind of a Thor Loki thing.
Yeah, so he's going to be a human before becoming Skull, before becoming Skeletor in the movie, I guess.
He'll be Keldor. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if this will be good.
I can't imagine that it will be.
So, Masters of the Universe, the directors are Adam and Aaron Nee. They did an indie film back in 2015 called Band of Robbers. The script is written by Art Markham and Matt Holloway. They have worked on Iron Man and Men in Black International. So, that's fine. There apparently was a previous screenplay written by David S. Goyer because he was supposed to direct it. But he's since walked away. He's just producing now. So thank God for that. Originally they were going to make a film and they were just going to call it Grayskull. All right. Like, you don't have to CW it, right? You don't Arrow. Like, all right, we get it. I don't see this as being good. How
much money is going to be behind it, first of all? It can't be a lot.
They should probably keep this at like $75 million. I'm serious. Like, as a test case. Like, okay, this worked. And then you know, like, all right, you got a good fan base now for the first one, then move on. Don't throw like $200 million at this. Or like 150.
They're not going to give them that much money for this fucking movie.
I hope not. It all depends on who thinks this is a good idea.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up.
Demetrius will go see it though, right?
Yeah.
Because he's a huge He-Man fan. Breaking Bad movie will go to Netflix then AMC.
Did you watch Breaking Bad?
I did. I finished it. I saw the entire series.
Yeah.
Very good too. Very good show.
Very satisfying ending.
Yes, very much so. That fucking thing in the
gun
trunk was dope. What is this about?
So that's therein lies.
Is Jesse Pinkman going to be back in it? What is going on here?
So the rumor is that this is going to be about Jesse Pinkman picking up right after he drives away at the end of the series.
Do you want to see that?
I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's just that I really like Heisenberg, right?
Yeah, that's why everyone watched the show.
Right, because Bryan Cranston was fucking awesome. Now, there's also been like a weird rumor that they're not going to have him die and that, in fact, he's going to survive and come back as well, which to me kills the ending for the show. The show's ending was really satisfying. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to have him like come back and just be a giant meth mogul again? Like, that's weird.
Was he taking it before he was killed or before he was shot? And that, like,
yeah, he gets superpowers,
like a cocaine rage or like a meth rage, like a Scarface.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a mountain of meth that he smokes or snorts. I don't know. I don't do meth.
Yeah, how's meth done? I don't even understand how that works.
It's done by people who don't have teeth. So it's I guess they just put it into their mouth. I have no idea. So I don't think we really know what this is going to be. Now, if it's just a Jesse Pinkman focused movie, I'm okay with that. Mm. But if they're gonna bring back Bryan Cranston, I mean, yay, because I like Bryan Cranston in that role, but I don't want to see them cut down that ending. Now, the nice thing is Vince Gilligan, who did the series and who does Better Call Saul, is doing this. So we at least know it'll be consistent, right? And that guy's a good fucking writer. Like, he's a really good writer. And he's directing it as well. So at least it won't feel completely disjointed from the rest of the Breaking Bad universe. But we'll see. I don't know. I got to finish Better Call Saul because I was really enjoying that. I need to get back into that.
I've never seen any of it.
The first episode is a little weird. It takes maybe to the second or third episode for it to kind of catch its feet and then kind of get moving. But once it does, it was getting pretty good. So I mean, it's much like Breaking Bad. Like,
Breaking Bad started really fucking slow.
Super fucking slow. People are like, this show's great. I'm like, is it? Because this hour is taking 7 hours. Like, this is awful. But once you got past, I feel like it was like once you got past like the first like 3 or 4 episodes, then it kind of got into the story in itself. And then once it got its feet moving, like, it fucking took off. And that 5 seasons was just like fucking TV gold. Because I also feel like, by the way, that Breaking Bad is the show that sort of changed how we watch TV, right? Because even apparently the folks over at AMC and Vince Gilligan basically said, like, they're giving it to Netflix first because it wouldn't have lasted past 2 seasons without Netflix. Because remember, like that was a show everyone was like super binging. And like I feel like that was the show where people go, wow, TV is so different than it was before that. Like,
I watched it all on Netflix. I never watched it on AMC.
Oh, yeah. See, neither did I. I caught it like the season, it's like season, I think I caught it like after season 3 had gotten to Netflix. And then I was watching it on there. And then I watched the last season on AMC because it was like in real time, right? Because we were like caught up. But I think Breaking Bad is probably, and that'd be an interesting question to ask people, like that I think was the show that sort of changed like the quality of television, really moved television up. And after that you got all of these like super high quality shows. So I mean, I know people would say Sopranos, but I'm talking about like AMC is, I mean, it's basically regular TV, not cable television or not premium cable television.
Damn, it ended in 2013?
Yeah, we're old, dog. It was 6 fucking years ago. That's insane.
Wow. Season 8.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yo, season 1 started when? 2008? Is that what
that can't be
Wow.
true.
First episode air date, January 20th, 2008. Yeah.
Wow.
That's 11 years ago.
Yo, I hadn't met my wife at that point.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. Breaking Bad is older than my relationship. Wow. That's nuts. And it doesn't even have to push a button. So, next up.
Arrowverse shows may stop streaming on Netflix.
Okay.
I didn't know they were streaming on Netflix I am totally tapped out of all the CW shows. And it's just because I don't watch television anymore. But so like that's not TV that I'm even looking forward to. Yeah. That I look for.
So basically it's just that they just put, when their seasons are over, they just throw them up on Netflix. Yeah. That's all it is. So they're just thinking about pulling them and putting them on something else. But the problem is, like the CW app, like you can stream it there, but it's fucking trash. Like their app
CW app is whack.
Yeah, it takes forever for it to load, and then it's like cuts to commercials, and it'll play the same commercial 4 times before it lets it through. I'm like, all right. It's easier for me to just steal it. like it's just not worth it. I think that was one of the reasons I stopped watching like The Flash, and I was like, why is this so hard to watch on my Roku legally? Like this is ridiculous. I was like, all right, fuck off. Like, nope, I'm done. Yeah, their app is terrible. So, yeah, this is apparently going to possibly leave Netflix. Okay, I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, so all you Arrowverse folks, I guess you're going to have to watch it on CW or live.
Or live, yeah.
Or red box it. Is that what you do with that?
I don't know.
Anyway, what the hell is this? 2 Alien Universe TV shows are rumored to be in the works. Alien is in like aliens? Oh, yeah, Alien.
Yep.
Oh. Why?
You know what? I got to tell you, I actually like this idea.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. So, I don't know why there's 2. I don't care about 2. But I do like the idea of one of these, which is, here, actually, go ahead and read the second paragraph, because you can read that aloud. Like, it's actually pretty interesting.
The second paragraph? Yeah. According to to HN Entertainment, Scott may be executive producer producing an Alien series for Hulu. The report suggests that the series could adopt an anthology format similar to FX's Fargo. In other words, each individual season would cover a different region or era of the Alien. Oh, okay.
I like that idea.
That's actually kind of dope.
Yeah, like, okay. Because I was thinking, like,
this is going to have to be like, it can't be no more than 8 to 10 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like that's true.
What are you going to, how long is the story you want to tell?
Right.
Era.
Right. Like, it's got to be, I think if you kept it to 8, that would be solid. But I like the anthology idea. Like, that's pretty fucking dope. Keep it short, keep it sweet.
Yeah.
And then you could show, like, oh, this crew went to this planet and fucking shit went crazy. Like, okay.
But wait a minute. Okay, what are they called? The exomorphs?
Yeah. Or is it xenomorphs?
Xenomorphs, yeah. Are they like the Predators, where they go from planet to planet, or do they have their own planet?
Well, that's the question, right? So I watched, what was the last one? Alien Covenant?
Yeah, where were they at in that one?
They were on a different planet, but they got exposed to some other thing that started like fucking killing them, like some spores on the planet that started fucking them up. But then Michael brought, like, somehow they ran into Michael and he had been making aliens from like the people. Like, it was fucking wild.
Michael being Michael Fassbender?
Yeah.
I never saw Prometheus.
Oh, really? Did you see Covenant?
No, I didn't see either one of those.
Oof. Okay, so I have, and that was special. Like, he basically goes back to the planet. He ends up in Covenant. He ends up, so in Prometheus, wow, me explaining the alien universe is crazy. In Prometheus, they meet the engineers. The engineers are those like big white dudes, right?
Yeah.
They clearly are the ones who made this ooze that they brought, this black ooze. And when when they exposed it to like a person or something like that, it basically made a xenomorph, right?
Wait, so xenomorphs are
like they birth? Well, they're engineered. Yeah, they're engineered. They're engineered by the engineers, right? Like they made them and then they put them in the goo or whatever. I don't know. It was fucking convoluted.
What about the face hugger?
That was a part of it. Like, yeah, it was like a whole thing, right? The face hugger got on the person and they ingested the fucking eggs or whatever, and then they birthed the fucking xenomorph, right? So the engineers basically created all of that shit. And so in Covenant, they make it to the engineers' planet where Michael Fassbender, his name is David, he just kills all of the fucking engineers. He drops the fucking black goo on all of them and they all die. Why? I don't remember. Who knows? Who cares? It was fucking dumb. But what would actually be cool is there are things in the alien universe that haven't been explored, right? You could go to different planets and have the xenomorph show up and kill everybody, but that's been done a ton of times. There's all the stuff with Weyland-Yutani. Like, there's a ton of shit that you could do. They're all in the same universe as the Predators. Like, why couldn't you...
Technically, at this point, yeah.
Yeah, why couldn't you explore some of that? Like, there's no reason it doesn't have to just be a Predator story, but that would be a cool, like, one season is just about a fucking predator. Like a predator that makes it onto an alien planet. You could tell it from a predator's perspective, right?
Yeah.
You could do some really cool shit with it if Scott is willing to go for broke. So we'll see. He's not directing it, but he is involved. So I don't know. I don't hate this idea. It says HN Entertainment didn't offer any additional details about the second potential Alien series, which they don't need to do. Yeah, just do the one. Just focus on the one thing. I think that would be a really cool fucking idea. One, Fargo is a great show. So anything that I hear is like Fargo, I'm all in. So we'll see. I don't trust Ridley Scott not to fuck it up, though. I don't. I truly don't. Because he fucks things up a lot. Like, a lot. All right, movie and TV news this week. Did you see Aquaman yet?
No.
Okay, so in Aquaman, there are these things called the trench. They are these things, right?
Spit.
Yeah, like that actually visually is one of the cooler scenes in the movie. Like in the trailer, you see him him and Mira dive into the water. Yeah, and those things are following him. Those are the trench, right? They're kind of like horror style kind of bad guys. And so the talk is now, because Aquaman was so incredibly successful, they're thinking about doing, or it sounds like they're developing a spin-off called The Trench, which will be a horror movie. I don't get it. So in a horror movie, you need protagonists. Who's going to be the protagonist? Aquaman? That's just Aquaman 2. Like, I don't... So it's probably not going to be Aquaman. So what are we watching? Is it just other... Like, oh, it's just a group of Atlanteans who just go off into some adventure. Okay, I guess that could work. But it's kind of an odd choice.
So it's going to be... Technically, it's in the DCEU.
Yeah.
Because they're the trench. So there's going to be a bunch of fucking fishermen?
I mean, it could be because they're out in the middle of fucking whatever ocean. It could just be
a bunch of divers.
divers or Atlanteans who get it. Like you could do like a bunch of teenage Atlanteans going out and like partying, and then they get stuck somewhere, and it's a teenage underwater
like
adventure.
A horror movie at all.
Look, I don't know why they're doing this. This seems like of all the things to spin off from Aquaman, the trench is the weirdest of things. But I guess it could work. I'm not a person who sees this as making any sense, but
it doesn't make any sense. But then again, I haven't seen Aquaman. So
here's the thing.
Again,
visually, they looked fucking awesome. Like they really did look very cool. It's just weird. Like why would you choose this as a spinoff? Like maybe spinoff. You could spin off Mira, which would be kind of weird. I don't think there's really anything to spin off in Aquaman, honestly. How about you just make other movies in the DC universe properly? How about that?
Yeah.
Just throwing shit at a wall.
Work on like Superman.
Yeah.
And Batman.
I just love that.
Fix those before you come up with The Trench.
Hey guys, why don't we do a trench movie? Why don't you do one of the mainstays of your entire universe? Give them a fucking sequel, please.
Yeah, make it a better movie.
Yeah,
whatever. This is stupid.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
odd.
I haven't seen them. I don't know what. Whatever.
It's just
fine.
Odd.
Because it made $1 billion. You think that those were the things?
Yeah,
that people were like, yeah, I want to see more of The Trench.
But this is the thing. They don't ever. When they do something bad, they don't learn a lesson. When they do something good, they definitely don't learn a lesson. It's like, who are the people talking in, behind the scenes? Like, okay, James Wan is a horror director. So I get it, right? That's why he nailed The Trench so well. He was like, oh, fuck, step aside. Butch is like, this is my fucking wheelhouse. Okay, then get James Wan to direct it. And write a good story, but why The Trench? Like, it's fucking weird. It's just fucking weird. Next up, this is happy news. Jared Leto's Joker movie scrapped. His solo Joker movie has been scrapped, and the Harley Quinn versus Joker movie has also been scrapped. And Harley Quinn will not appear in James Gunn's Suicide Squad sequel. Again,
she stand out?
She was
next to Deadshot.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of odd, but the Joker solo movie and the Harley Quinn versus Joker movie getting canceled, that's perfectly fine with me.
Whatever.
One, nobody liked Jared Leto's Joker, or the vast majority of people didn't like it. I'm sure some, I actually did like it. All right, you're on your own. But the vast majority of people did not like his Joker. And Joker versus Harley Quinn would have just been overexposure of Margot Robbie, making people probably hate that character after a while. Yeah. If she's going to be in Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, and Suicide Squad 2, and Harley versus Joker, like, all right, that's 5 fucking movies. Like, enough. It's fine. So just let her be in her Birds of Prey movie, and that is enough. This also tells me Jared Leto is out as Joker. That's what it tells me.
Did he want to continue to be the Joker?
Yeah.
He did?
Mm-hmm. He did.
Didn't he say, like, fuck that movie?
Yeah, but he was mad because they cut out a lot of his parts in Suicide Squad. But I have a feeling that he's out. I do. I feel like they're not saying that now because they have too much in limbo with Batman and Superman in limbo right now, and a bunch of films that they may be making, maybe not be making.
Yeah.
But no, I think Leto is out. I mean, he's already going to play Morbius in the fake Spider-Man universe for Sony. Yeah, he's never hard up for work. People didn't like his Joker, and they have that solo fucking Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
And what have we been saying for fucking months? Once that movie comes out, if people like that movie, they're not going to want Leto to come back. They're going to want Joaquin Phoenix. They are. Or somebody who looks like Joaquin Phoenix to reprise that role. Because I don't know if Joaquin Phoenix is ready to be the Joker in the DCEU. He doesn't strike me as that kind of guy. Like, he's like kind of a one and done kind of person.
I was going to say, he doesn't strike me as a franchise player.
if
you will.
Yeah, no, he really doesn't.
He's a loner.
Yeah. So I can't see him wanting to jump aboard on that. So we'll see. We shall see.
I think it's all dumb. They still, like, you had a giant head, and you still don't know what you're fucking doing.
They can't get it fine.
Whatever. All right. Still need to see it though.
What?
Aquaman.
You should. Like I said, it's not great, but it's fucking entertaining, man. Like it's a good time. Like I truly will say that to my end of days. Like it is a good fucking time. And people are like, oh, it's the best comic movie DC's ever done. No, it isn't. It's not better than Wonder Woman. It's got a better third act than Wonder Woman, 100%. But it's a fun, like, good time. Like it shows. Like, if you keep on this path, you're going to fucking nail it. Like, just keep on that path. You know, tighten up the script here and there, but just keep on that path and you'll do well. But then they're going to do The Trench, so I don't know. Maybe that'll be good. I don't know.
What if it's really good?
It could be. It could be
amazing, but, like, that's not what people want to see.
Right, and it's like, Are you
going to have the DC logo in the beginning?
Right.
DC dark? I don't understand. Whatever.
Well, okay, so but going back to that's actually a good point. Like when you do movies like this, you start to like Marvel could do something like The Trench, right? They could do some sort of like weird offshoot of one of their more popular movies because their universe is running perfectly fine in a linear path.
Yeah.
Or not linear, fucking going up, right? Path. So they could do a branch off and like try some things. Oh, it didn't work. We do a little low budget thing. It didn't work. Yada, yada, yada. They're doing that with the shows, right? But DC is just kind of getting their shit together. You can't start branching off. Like your tree hasn't even gotten a trunk yet. Like get going vertically for a minute, then start to branch off so that you can start to do some different things. You can't just start doing that off the jump. Like that doesn't work. That actually causes more issues than not. Because then people are going to be like, oh, all right, cool, The Trench worked. And then they're going to want Trench 2 and Trench 3 and Trench 4. And you're like, you start doing all this other shit and you're not building any part of your universe. You can only make so many films a year. So, and they can't get up to 3 films a year. They are pretty much at 1 film a year. And sometimes they're good. Yeah, I'm not sure this is a good idea for them. So next up, Brie Larson, who's playing Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, is has signed a 7-picture deal with Marvel Studios that will net her a huge payday. She's getting paid $5 million for her first movie. That is more than Robert Downey Jr. and Chadwick Boseman both got for their first movies. Little known fact, Chadwick Boseman got $3 million, and people were really pissed off about that. And then people were told that Robert Downey Jr. got $500,000 for his.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, Chadwick got $2 million. She's making $3 million more.
Oh, $3 million more. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What he made.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. only got $500,000 because they were like,
Man?
For Iron Man, because they were like, you're a liability, dude.
Mm. Yeah, that was 2008, 2009.
Yeah, he was like, I'm clean.
He was still like, I'm getting off drugs.
Yeah, he was fresh off his Ally McBeal bullshit.
Believe me.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, we'll see. Here's $500,000. Don't smoke it out, and we will see you on set tomorrow.
We'll see how this does.
But now he makes easily $50 million. Because he gets paid like all this back end money. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about an investment. Marvel was like, you know what? It was worth it. Like, every time he gets paid $50 million, they don't even give a shit. Who cares?
Yeah, because that movie makes $1 billion.
Or 2.
Or almost.
If he's in it. He hasn't been in a Marvel movie that hasn't made $1 billion since Iron Man 2.
Damn.
He was in Iron Man 3. That cracked $1 billion.
That did crack.
Avengers cracked $1 billion. Avengers 2 cracked $1 billion. Civil War cracked $1 billion.
He was in Spider-Man though. Is that considered Sony or Marvel?
No, that's Marvel. That's true. Yeah,
that was like 800
million. Right. That's the only one. You're right. And
God
then
damn.
Obviously, Infinity War cracked $2 billion. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You put Robert Downey Jr. in your shit, it's gonna make money. Like it's just this. That's just what he does.
She made $5 million for this movie. That's not bad.
Not to start out.
At all.
Look.
And you're like, literally, this is your character's origin story. You're not even proven yet.
Right. So $5 million, and you're being set up to be the Captain America of the universe going forward.
Yeah.
So, she about to get a super huge payday. Because what is she making for fucking Infinity War? Maybe another $1 million on that? Like,
so that's 2. So she's going to be in 2 movies this year.
Yeah, back to back.
So she got 5 more left.
Mm-hmm. So
where do you go from there? Like that brings in Like the X-Men at this point, right?
Well,
If
so here's the thing. I think they're saying that they're going to go more cosmic for a lot of their movies. So my thought is you may get Captain Marvel gets a trilogy, right? Because she's the mainstay hero. She'll get a trilogy.
so that would be
And then
2 more. That's 5.
that's 4, right?
4.
So
Yeah,
so
4.
in Endgame and then her trilogy, that's 4. That still leaves another 3. I think this is what I would love to see. So she's a part of a team. She's a part of a team in the comics called the Ultimates, which is her Blue Marvel, who hasn't been introduced yet, Black Panther, and Monica Rambeau. So that would be kind of fucking dope because that would be her, Chadwick Boseman, whoever they pick for Blue Marvel, which would be an older black dude, which would be kind of fucking dope. In his heyday, Denzel would have been perfect for that role, by the way. And the daughter of her best friend in her solo movie. So that'd be super interesting. So we'll see. I mean, that could be a trilogy of movies with the Ultimates. They could do. I mean, Chadwick Boseman's sticking around for a while. He could join the Ultimates. I mean, why not? I think it would be kind of dope. Or she could just pop up in other shit. I mean, I'm sure going to be another big team up film. There'll be another Avengers film that she'll probably be in too. So she'll probably at least be in Endgame in one other Avengers film before she gets out of here. So who knows? Who knows? But I look forward to seeing her movie. I see that nerds are like, this movie isn't going to work. Okay.
Why?
She's a girl.
Why is it this one? It's not going to work.
Because it's always like the one that's coming up that's not going to work.
I guess we all thought this genuinely we thought Guardians of the Galaxy that's fucking weird. Yeah. We all did. We were like, that's strange.
Right. I was excited to see Pratt, but I was not sure that it was going to work. No fucking way.
There's a raccoon in a tree in it.
Like, this isn't gonna. This is where they jump the shark, guys. This is where everyone gets off the train. Yeah, that's not.
That didn't work out that way.
Like my thing is, at a certain point, you just got to go. Just go with God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna collapse. When Kevin Feige decides he's gonna quit, I guess maybe then. Maybe it might. I
have a feeling they know what they're doing. They're 20 movies in at this point. Some, the majority of them have been great. Some of them have been terrible.
I mean, here's the thing. What I will say,
Thor movies have sucked.
Right, except for Thor 3.
The first and apparently I've still never saw the second one. But people say the second one is worse than the first.
It is.
I don't need to see that.
It is.
Because I can't stand the first one.
It is unbelievably worse than the first one. It is so bad. It's bad. But the thing is, they have gotten progressively better. Yes. That's the thing, right? Yeah, they, these movies are chugging along, whatever. But they have gotten progressively better, which is a really impressive thing. Because every single time they're just like, damn, they're fucking nailing it. They're nailing it every time. They're like, oh, we didn't get that character right? Hold on a second. Here's another movie. They nailed it. They figured it out. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
Next up, Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio are reteaming to develop a series called The Devil in the White City for Hulu. Somebody recommended this book to me, actually. Based on the book, The Devil in the White City, Scorsese and DiCaprio have teamed with Hulu for a series adaptation of Eric Larson's historical novel of the same name. The oft-times collaborative duo will executive produce the project. The novel tells the true story of two men, an architect and a serial killer, whose fates were forever linked to the Chicago World Fair in 1893. Follows Daniel H. Burnham, a brilliant and fastidious. Well, I totally misread that. Fastidious architect racing to make his mark on the world, and Henry H. Holmes, a handsome and cunning doctor who fashioned his own pharmaceutical murder castle on fair grounds, a palace built to seduce, torture, and mutilate young women. The story takes the viewer on a tour of murder, romance, mystery, in the Gilded Age. Yeah, I'll watch the shit out of that. That sounds really good.
Have you ever heard of Henry H. Holmes?
No.
Yeah, I've seen documentaries about that dude. Like, he's essentially like the first well-known serial killer.
Oh,
like,
really?
he built this house with all these like trap doors and secret doors and shit. He was a doctor. He murdered women. And yeah, shit's crazy. In Chicago. Yep. I don't know who the other guy is though.
Apparently a
Daniel H.
prestigious architect.
That's weird.
Yeah. I
wonder if he had him build the house for him. Because maybe he's the architect that built the house.
Yeah, like could you put a trap door here?
Like, can you put this room that with no door and it's leading like with the door on the floor leading up to it? It was weird. Like it was one of those Netflix documentaries that I watched. It was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Terrence is a scary dude, man.
I like documentaries.
Yeah, it's interesting the ones you choose. By the way, have you watched the Netflix documentary Abducted in Plain Sight?
That movie?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I turned it on and my wife was like, "Is this real or is this just like a show?" I was like, "No, it's a documentary." She was like, "Turn this off."
It's fucked up.
Okay, I really want to see it.
So fucked up.
Everyone says it's insane.
It's insanity. Like, every adult in that documentary should be in prison. Like, all of them. That poor woman's fucking parents.
Yeah, see, I'm actually kind of psyched to see it.
Again, there's one scene. It's similar to the fucking Fire Festival scene where the nigga was like, "I'll be willing to suck dick to get this water." Like, yo, I don't know what kind of mind control that this guy had on his family, but it was bananas. This nigga said he was sitting in the car and was like, "Yo, I need some kind of release." So I helped him. I was like, "Nigga, what? No, no, that's not how things work."
He's like, no.
And the father, he was talking to the father.
No.
Like, yeah.
No.
it was one of those, I was like, what?
Yeah, no. All right, I gotta watch this.
Yo, they're all terrible. Like, I don't, the Mormon church is wild.
Oh,
like, I don't want to, or they're Mormon. I think they're Mormon.
Say no more.
It was crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, people who are watching that show were like, "Yo, this is bananas." Like, it's
just one story though, right?
Yeah, it's one story. I caught it by happenstance. It was just another one. Like, what the fuck? But then all of a sudden, people started talking about it on Netflix. On Facebook. I'm like, yeah, I already saw it. That's just fucking crazy.
All right, I'm definitely gonna try to.
Wild.
Yeah, you guys got a lot going on over there. Yeah, just if you just had lower credit scores, you'd have a little bit more to worry about than your fucking shenanigans. All right, next up, this is a huge story this week. Hulu boss open to Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist revivals. Actually, this is not the huge story. I'm sorry. The story coming after that is. But this is sort of well timed into the next story. So basically, senior vice president of Hulu Originals was asked by the Wrap about the possibility of the Marvel and Netflix shows earning some sort of revival on their streaming service. And he was like, "Look, Marvel has a ton of titles we'd be interested in. It's kind of just depends on when they're ready and who, most importantly, is going to be behind these things." He basically said, "Look, I'm hearing that it's 18 months to maybe even 2 years before they can even do anything with those characters. But if that's the talk, they're interested." So look, again, this was a thing that has always kind of loomed behind this whole Netflix thing. And with the Disney acquisition, is that Hulu would likely be the place for them to put their more adult things, because they said nothing on Disney Plus is going to be rated R. Maybe you might see those characters come back on Netflix. I think a 2-year hiatus isn't that bad. I mean, that doesn't happen on shows, but it happens for movies all the time.
Yeah, but like, what characters would you like? Again, apparently, season 2 of Iron Fist was fine or whatever. I'm not going to watch it. I don't give a fuck.
No, yeah, you didn't like the character. It actually is pretty good. Like, it was pretty good. They finally kind of figured out how to treat those characters a little bit, make them a little bit more interesting to deal with. But I don't really need Luke Cage to come back.
No, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Daredevil does need to come back.
Yeah, if anything needs to come back, it's Daredevil. Like, I would be fine with them just scrapping the rest of it and just bringing Daredevil back and really concentrating on making that show.
Yeah.
Because I think it's so super good. But what I'd like to see them do is make Daredevil and really put it in and like, hey, this is what we're doing. But start to slowly but surely expand that universe into the movie universe, right? Have somebody from the movie universe show up in Daredevil. Doesn't have to be fucking Captain America, but like you could have a cameo if he's a on the street, fucking hero. You could have Spider-Man show up. Why not? Even if it's only for a small cameo in one episode, just to show that world exists more, or have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people interact with him. Because it's all at this point, Disney has solid control of everything that they want. So you could expand it out a little bit. I don't know that they would, but I wouldn't mind seeing Daredevil come back, because I thought that third season was fucking excellent. Like, that was just really excellent television.
Yeah, I think it was the best season.
Oh, easily. Punisher, I would say I don't really need another season, only because I'd like to see John Bernthal as Wolverine. God, I think he'd be really fucking good at it. He can already grow the hair. He doesn't need anything. He's already a homicidal maniac in one role anyway, which clearly is a thing he plays in a lot of roles now that I think about it. I can think of at least 2 other ones where he was just a murdering psychopath.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah. No, now that I think about it, 4. I can think of it, or a third one. Yeah. No, he was a fucking psychopath in Wolf of Wall Street too. Remember, he was like his buddy. He was like basically their muscle.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't remember.
He was a fucking lunatic in that too. Yeah, sure. I like John Bernthal and everything. He was what's his name's brother in the that autistic Batman movie? Ben Affleck, the accountant. Remember, he was a fucking merc.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a merc. Yeah. So sure, why not? But yeah, if they want to bring back Daredevil. If you have to bring back anything, that's what I would do. Last but certainly not least, this is the big news. Hulu is going to bring in a series of Marvel cartoons that are more adult oriented, not like sexually, but just more adult content. They're doing Howard the Duck, MODOK, Hitmonkey, and Tigra and Dazzler, and they're each going to get their own show, and then they will culminate together in a series in a crossover special called The Offenders, which is pretty fucking hilarious. If you don't know, obviously Howard the Duck made a cameo in Guardians 2, voiced by Seth Green. So I'm really hoping that they get him to come back to do the voice for that. I thought that was pretty good. MODOK is going to be. I'm pretty sure MODOK is being written by Patton Oswalt. I'm pretty sure, and Chelsea Handler is working on Tigra and Dazzler, and I'm pretty sure Josh Gordon and Will Speck, who did Blades of Glory, I think they're doing Hitmonkey. And then Kevin Smith, I think, is doing Howard the Duck. Or it's either Kevin Smith is doing Howard the Duck, or he's doing MODOK, and Patton Oswalt is doing Howard the Duck. It's one of those two. I can't quite remember. But, yeah, so... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Patton Oswalt is doing MODOK. So Kevin Smith is doing Howard the Duck. Look, that's awesome. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's hilarious. For those who don't know, Howard the Duck is obviously kind of a space detective of sorts. MODOK is a egomaniacal supervillain who has a giant head and a really small body. MODOK stands for, depending on when you look in the comics, like mechanical organism designed only for killing is what MODOK stands for. Like, he's a Captain America.
Oh.
He's ridiculous. He's just like a giant floating head with like little arms. Yeah, he's going to struggle to maintain control of his evil organization and his demanding family life. And then Hit Monkey, which tells the darkly cinematic and brutally funny revenge tale of a wronged Japanese snow monkey mentored by the ghost of an American assassin as he cuts a wide swath through Tokyo's underworld. And then, of course, Chelsea Handler and Girls Trip writer Erica Rivanoya are doing Tigra and Dazzler and his quote, are two woke superheroes and best friends who fight for recognition among powered people in Los Angeles. And then they're all going to team up for the Offenders. For those of you who thought, oh, Disney's never going to do they're never going to do R-rated stuff. Once they get a hold of all this stuff, they're gonna do all PG-13. No, they're not. They're just gonna dump it all to Hulu for the series that they want to do.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
It's gonna be.
Is gonna be? Oh, so it's animated.
All of these are animated.
Okay,
this is gonna be super crazy. But you know what? I'll see it. Look, I will 100% watch. I'm going to watch all of them. Who am I kidding? But I'm definitely going to watch Howard the Duck and MODOK. Just because Kevin Smith and Patton Oswalt working on this too is fucking gold.
I wonder what the animation is going to look like. Because that is kind of important to me.
Yeah, it can't be too crazy. But considering who they're dealing with, I don't see them doing sort of like the new Thundercats animation style.
No.
I don't care for that style, but that's just me. But I hope they don't go like too serious. Like, let it be kind of goofy. Like, it's fucking MODOK. MODOK is a ridiculous character. People are like, MODOK should be in the he should be in the MCU. No, he shouldn't. Like, MODOK has no place in the MCU whatsoever. He is utterly ridiculous. But we'll see. So I'm fine with it. Next up, question of the week responses. I'm just going to read a few of these. Actually, we have time to read a couple. So the question was, the second this loads, with the talk of Chris Evans possibly directing some shows for Marvel that will be exclusive to Disney Plus, what other directors would you like to see work in this service, and on what properties? This is a dream list, so it doesn't have to be something that wasn't actually announced. Chris says Gareth Evans, who does the Raid movies, doing a show about Taskmaster. Lots of possibilities with that character. That is a mercenary for hire, damn near the entire Marvel universe. Yeah, that'd be good because he can like mimic people's powers and shit.
And those action sequences would be dope.
Yeah, they would be. The story wouldn't be shit, but the action sequences would be dope. Right. I'm sorry, those Raid movies, they have no story. They bore the shit out of me. I just fast forward to the fights. I don't care about anything else. Malcolm says Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine doing an American Chavez Miss America run. I'd be down for that. Yeah, I like that. Look, I kind of got a big crush on her. She's adorable. And I like her character on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's great. Khalif says Robert Rodriguez directing Nova. Okay, with Sam Alexander. I like that. Ramen says Quentin Tarantino or Martin Scorsese adapting Garth Ennis's Punisher Max series would be incredible. Yeah, that'd have to be Tarantino. And I read a lot of Punisher Max stuff. That would be fucked up. That's right up Tarantino's alley, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, he talked about doing like Luke Cage back in the day. No, Punisher that is your wheelhouse. Just a murdering sociopath.
You don't want to do black shit.
Yeah. Oh, he's he loves blaxploitation and stuff. Lance says, I'd love a series that followed Luke Skywalker's adventures after Return of Jedi, starring Sebastian Stan. I'd definitely go with J.J. Abrams to direct it. Yeah, Sebastian Stan really does look like a young Mark Hamill. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, there's been a couple pictures of them like kind of photoshopping his face with like Mark Hamill's hair back in Star Wars. Like, it's kind of crazy how much he looks like him. Trey says Lexi Alexander would knock it out of the park of any of the street level heroes. Okay. She did the Punisher. Warzone.
Yeah, the movie is
bonkers, dude.
Out of control.
Just bonkers. Brian says, S. Craig Zahler does the Punisher for reference. He did Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in the Cell Block 99. Both those films are brutal as fuck. Paul Thomas Anderson does Dazzler. He has a real knack for 70s, 80s time period, of course. This is a pipe dream, but hey. And then lastly, he says Justin Lin doing a series on Rye from Valiant Comics. That world is bananas. I'm not familiar with that. Lamont says Paul W.S. Anderson, or anyone really, directs beating Anthony Mackie to a bloody pulp. Wow.
Wow.
Also, fuck you for using this image when there is 274 other Marvel characters you could have used. Hey, man, that's just because a series is coming out. And then Leonardo's response, which is hilarious. Yeah, thank you for those responses. Those are good. What series would you like to see, Terrence? Do you have any, like a particular character you'd like to see done?
In the Marvel universe?
Yeah. Something from Marvel versus Capcom that hasn't been done yet?
I'm trying to think of a Marvel character that I would like to see on television. I don't care. No. I don't read comic books, guys.
There you go.
I have no idea.
I'm surprised people didn't. I mean, I know the Shang-Chi movie is happening, but I wouldn't mind seeing Tarantino take on like a Shang-Chi movie because he loves fucking kung fu shit too.
The RZA.
Take
it on.
Yeah. Have the RZA direct it. Fuck it. If you want it to stink. All right. Let's do What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD. Terrence, you're up first. This is going to be a nightmare. Oh, wow. Okay. I saw the URL.
Okay. Wife hacks off cheating husband's penis before cooking it in a pan of noodles. Then this says, warning, graphic images of unnamed woman reportedly found her husband. This says, warning, graphic images. And the unnamed woman reportedly found her husband in bed with the hired help. So she decided to cook his manhood. I mean, if you're going to cheat, don't do it in the damn house. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? A man was left writhing in agony after his wife allegedly hacked off his penis and then cooked it in a pan of noodles. The highly disturbing images, which many people are convinced are part of a stomach-churning hoax, show a man lying on a bed covered in blood. The second picture shows a bowl of noodles with what appears to be chunks of penis in it. The images have not been verified as real. They were posted by the website Prolific Skins, who said an aggrieved wife has taken the adage, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned to another level. Wow, get out of here.
No.
According to the tweet shared by Whitney Beryl, at Whitney_Beryl, the wife caught her husband sleeping with the house help and sliced off his male member. Was he asleep when she did it? Because he had to have been, because if I was cheating on someone, and she pulled out a knife, she's not getting anywhere near my nether regions. No.
I mean, look, I hate to say this because I am not a person who is.
Go ahead, because I feel like I agree.
I'm not a person who believes in physical violence against women at all. Now I'm gonna give you that front kick. Nah, you got a knife. Bow, no. I like Charlie Murphy with
kick him into a fucking kick into the mirror.
Nah, I'm gonna cut your dick off. No, you're not.
You could try.
I'm gonna drop kick you, yo. I'm gonna do something to hurt you.
Fuck out.
No, look, I realize in this situation, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. I get that. Can we have a conversation about me leaving, not you hurting me with a knife? That's not funny, man. That's okay.
He had to have been asleep. There's no way in hell.
No, I'm not sleeping in that. Yo, if your wife catches you in your own house cheating, you don't go to sleep in that same house. No, I'm gonna go to stay at the Hojo's down the street. I'm not sleeping there. Wow. I recognize I'm a piece of shit here in this situation, but I'm not. I don't trust you now. I have trust issues with you.
This is fucked up.
Yeah,
the entire situation. No. No, ma'am.
Yeah,
that's. But you cut it off and put it in some noodles and some ramen. What are you gonna eat it?
Yeah, I feel like
That's weird. That's a little strange.
Yeah, you don't need to put it in noodles. Like, did she pan fry it? She's like, like fucking olive oil on that, saute it up, put it in Instapot. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you gotta cut someone's dick off, just throw it in traffic.
Yeah, do what Lorena Bobbitt did. Throw it in the woods.
Yeah, like, don't need it.
It's like, flick it like a...
It's fucked up. That dude...
Flick it like you're skipping a stone.
That dude did porn.
He did.
Like,
how?
They have reattached it.
Does it work?
I think so.
I mean, there's a series coming out. There's like a...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's
another Netflix documentary.
No, it's not on Netflix. I think it's on Amazon or Hulu.
Called what? Dicks Off?
I can't remember. You haven't seen the trailer? You haven't seen the trailer for it?
No.
Yo, what is it called? I saw it. Yeah.
By the way, that's a solid show title.
Yo, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, it's on. It's gonna be on Amazon.
What is it called?
And it's produced by Jordan Peele, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god.
Lorena.
Oh, it's about Lorena Bobbitt?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's actually on it.
Oh, no. Is it just a bunch of women just going Lorena on dudes? Or is it just about her story?
It's about her story.
What's the story? This guy was a piece of shit. You cut his dick off. End of story.
And then you had the trial and all this stuff.
Nah, she's innocent. Yo, let her go. Let her go. Like, don't do that ever again, because that's horrible. But like, I'm pretty sure he was like physically abusive to her for years, and she was like, had enough of this.
What's it? That's tomorrow. Comes out tomorrow.
On what? Amazon? You said?
Yeah, Amazon.
And it's called Lorena.
I think.
You know what? I'll watch it. I will.
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, like, as fucked up as that is, I'll absolutely watch that. Look, that dude had it coming. I feel like that should have had more social impact, right? Like,
what, of him getting his dick cut off?
Yeah, I feel like dude should have been like, you know what, this whole cheating thing,
this is not for me.
This is not for me. Like, not really. I feel like if people would have used, if social media existed then, no. Like, I feel like the percentage of dudes cheating would have dropped significantly. Would be just like, I'm a Lorena Bobbitt you. I'm gonna give you the Lorena.
Like, I wonder,
you got to hashtag it and shit.
Like, maybe they delve into that after, like, the aftermath of that. Did cheating go down?
Like, I feel like it had to.
This happened in '93, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we got a whole generation of dudes who don't know that story. Like, I feel like you got to know that story, dude.
That story is wild.
Yo, she cut his dick off and threw it.
Like, he was abusive, and she got tired. She cut it off. She drove through that bitch in the woods. I can't believe the cops found it.
It's over there.
It was like, there it is. Put it on ice. I just blow my brains out.
Yeah, no. No, I'm not living with a severed penis. No. Like, it's one thing you get into a car accident.
Make sure you watch the trailer for it. Oh, you have seen the trailer? You
no,
didn't know. Oh,
no, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, watch the trailer.
That woman looked like Hillary Clinton. Like, that image.
That's her. That's Lorena Bobbitt.
Wow, she looks like Hillary Clinton.
They might be the same age. Who knows? No, I'm sure she's older.
No, man, no. Nope, not okay with this. Not okay with it. Next up, bakery is making bread using crushed crickets, and people are disgusted. The Phaser Bakery in Finland is whipping up loaves of bread made using ground flour from dried crickets. The company import the cricket flour from the Netherlands because it allows their bread to contain more protein than normal bread. I have no problem with this. I have had cricket infused things. We ate a cricket protein bar on air once. It was fine. I've had cricket protein powder, which was disgusting. It just wasn't a quality one, I felt like. It was revolting, actually. Like, it was fucking revolting.
Did you have cricket tacos, or was that like grasshopper tacos?
Grasshopper tacos I've had.
Yeah. The same goddamn thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fancy bugs. It's just fancy bugs.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah, the fucking Mom's Organic Grocery Store, they sell crickets. Like, they have a fucking giant fucking jar. You just like fucking, put them in the rice. Like, put them in your noodles next to your husband's severed penis, whatever, for more protein. I mean, they're really good for you. They're a really sustainable way to eat less, quote-unquote, meat.
Would you drink cockroach milk? Did we talk about it before?
We have talked about that. That I will not do. That I will not do, yo. No.
But it's supposed to be like...
I don't care.
Very similar, like in protein and all that other good stuff.
There is something about... It's a superfood? That's disgusting. No,
yeah, protein, right?
Yeah.
Cockroach milk. We may have no choice.
Yeah, maybe at some point when we're down.
But I don't drink milk, so what the fuck ever.
I will stop drinking milk. I don't need it. I only put half and half in my coffee. If all of a sudden you said the only choice is between not putting half and half in your coffee or roach half and half in your coffee, I would just have it black. I'm okay. You know why? Because roaches are disgusting. Like, the idea of roaches really disgusts me. Like, no, I'm not drinking cockroach milk. Like, do they like? Does it have nipples? Do they like? Like, are they like?
I have nipples. Can you milk me?
Can you milk me? That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, that scene.
That's fucking hilarious. Like, I don't really like that movie that much, but that scene is fucking hilarious.
Well, the second one was Meet the Fockers. What was her? Just Meet the Parents?
Meet the Parents.
Yeah. You can milk anything that has nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Yo, Robert De Niro, for some reason, just fucking nailed that role. He was just so straight-laced. It was great. The second movie was a little silly, though. But yeah, look, crickets aren't that bad. We do as a world, we need to figure out a way to eat less meat. And people are really protein obsessed, so if this helps people, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, it's, again, crickets are not, like, it doesn't really change the flavor of the food. Like, it really doesn't. Yeah. That cricket protein powder I had was unflavored, which I think was part of the problem. I was just like, blech. Who would drink this? This is disgusting.
Look, it's more than 4 times as nutritious as cow's milk. Cockroach milk.
Oh, cockroach milk?
Yeah. It could be the key to feeding or growing population in the future.
That's fine.
Dead and gone by then.
Yeah, nigga.
Be like fucking Snowpiercer.
yeah. Put me on that train. I'd rather do that than eat cockroach milk or drink cockroach milk. That's disgusting. Yeah, like, that's revolting.
It's milk crystals. You can't milk a...
Can you milk a cockroach?
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
Did they just smash it and get the juice out? Like,
the crystals? Ugh. I don't know.
Who thought that was... Oh, did you know cockroaches have crystals? You can use it for milk. And great idea, Jonathan. The fuck's wrong with you?
But at the same time, who the fuck thought to suck a cow's tit?
Yeah, I mean, that just makes sense. Some guy was like some guy in a barn was like, that looks a lot like my wife's udder.
It's a lot like a nipple. See what happens.
I wonder what comes out of this. Yeah, no, I got no problem with this. These folks in Finland are living in the future, man. Nothing wrong with that. If you drink cockroach milk, you're fucking disgusting. You should be dragged down to the street and shot. Trailers this week. The Hustle. This is the modern gender-flipped remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, the original starring Michael Caine and Steve Martin. This time it's starring Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson. Terrence, you're a huge Rebel Wilson fan. Tell us all about your thoughts on this trailer.
Yeah, this doesn't look funny at all. Like, this looks dumb. Like, It doesn't look funny. I don't think Rebel Wilson is funny, personally.
I'm fat. I fell down.
Yeah, that's her shtick.
I don't like that shtick. Even though you're a larger gal, and that's fine. Do comedy. You don't have to, like it's a cheap shtick. It's like black comedians being like, white people do this, black people do that. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need to see this. I enjoyed the original for what it was. I don't think it really necessarily holds up by today's standards. So I'm good. If somebody tells me it's good, I won't believe them.
Believe them and not watch it anyway.
No, I won't believe them, but I still will not watch it. It's fine. It's okay. I just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Next up, this is a movie that absolutely is in Terrence's wheelhouse.
This is bananas. Because I saw somebody post it before, I didn't pay any attention to it. This is fucking crazy. Ma with what's her name?
Olivia Spencer.
Olivia Spencer just beating on white children,
just terrorizing these white kids who were partying in her basement. This is kind of like a weird, like Black Misery, Blizzery. Like, I think I'm fine with it.
Look, I'm gonna go see it. It's crazy looking. And her playing like a villain. I don't even know if she's a villain. Yeah, she's a villain.
No, she's definitely
like she's like murdering people at some point.
She hit that kid with a car straight up. It's like,
yeah, that was wild. They should have not have showed that in the trailer though.
Yeah, that's a pretty like.
Yeah, you should have not shown that.
That was a pretty brutal death. You
should have left that in the movie so people would be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But yeah, I'll definitely see this. Looks off the rails.
Yeah,
like it's just because she's a black woman.
And it's also because it's Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, it's her. It's like
she was in like
she was in Help.
She was like in hidden fences. Hidden fences. She's always like such a like wholesome character, right?
Yeah.
You know,
wasn't she in The Shape of Water?
Yeah, she always plays like wholesome characters or just like really sort of. I don't want to say intense, but like very serious characters. But for her to just be like, oh, I get to just wow the fuck out in this movie. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Everyone says they always have more fun playing the villain.
You get better roles.
Yeah,
I think
like,
that's true.
You can do more with it. So, yeah, I think she probably had a blast doing this fucking movie.
Oh, I bet she did. Just being a psychopath.
These fucking poor white children.
Yeah. Well, good luck to them. I hope they don't make it out. I hope they don't make it out. I hope she wins in the end. That would be a great fucking twist. Next up, Child's Play. I don't care.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. Like, I'm not a huge Child's Play fan. This trailer it's a teaser more.
It doesn't even show Chucky.
It doesn't show anything.
Do you like the idea that Chucky is like a modern doll with like intelligence? I didn't like that. Like, I like the idea of him just being possessed by the like soul of a murderer or whatever.
Yeah, that's a better story, backstory, the original one. But then again, I don't know the story just because they didn't show anything. So
yeah, and then it was like a scene where they're all running because they're all like, "Oh, something is happening." They're all kind of running away. I'm like, I always thought it maybe Chucky does something that knocks something over that's going to get people. I don't know, but I always found Chucky to be more terrifying because he would kill people one-on-one, not in crowds. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, "Oh." You're hanging around the house and then fucking Chucky just shows up and just fucking chokes you out with like a yo-yo or some shit, right? Like, I thought that was always cool because then people would be like, oh, Chucky's just a doll. There's nothing wrong with that doll. And then, you turn your back and he just straight murders you. So, I don't know. That series got a little insane.
Yeah, the Bride of Chucky and all this other
He's like fucking
shit.
Jennifer Tilly as a doll or whatever. I mean, I get it. But, yeah, I wasn't blown away by this.
Yeah.
Well, I'll wait to see what this looks like once they actually show Chucky and like him being a villain. Love, Death, and Robots. So let me give a little bit of background about this trailer. This is a new Netflix series. The trailer is nuts. Right? It is just a bunch of flashes of a ton of things. So it's really hard to understand what the fuck is going on. What this is, it is a violent, sexual, and all-around gonzo animated anthology series presented by Tim Miller, who did Deadpool, and David Fincher, who did Zodiac and Social Network. It is 18 animated shorts. Quote, the full roster of stories will cover a variety of adult topics, including racism, government, war, free will, and human nature. The anthology collection spans the science fiction, fantasy, horror, and comedy genres, and each short has a unique animation style, from traditional 2D to photoreal 3D CGI. The creators were assembled for a global calling for the best-in-class animators from all over the world, including the artists from France, Korea, Hungary, Canada, and the U.S., among others. The series draws inspiration from the eclectic and provocative comic book material from the 1970s that influenced both Miller and Fincher's formative interest in storytelling. Okay, that is more than fine with me. some of the animation style I thought was pretty fucking stellar. It looked weird and crazy and just off the wall. So, okay. Tim Miller and David Fincher
going in this trailer.
Right. Like, I feel like you
sequences.
Right. You really have to read what it is to even know what's going on. Like, it's just nuts. But there seems to be some like sort of anime style and just some really high end CGI. There's some stuff with real people mixed with CGI. Yeah, I'm super down for this. And some like violence, and there was like dinosaurs fighting, and there's like a woman grinding on a couch a couple of times, which I was cool with. Yeah. All right. Sounds good to me. Kind of reminds me of like the Animatrix, like when they did that.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. There's no word on like how long each of the shorts are, the animated shorts are, but I would say probably on average, if I had to guess, maybe 30 minutes, just to give you enough, 15 to 30 minutes, just to give you enough stuff to watch. And then finally, Aladdin. Look, nobody cares about this trailer. Everybody just cares about what Will Smith looks like as a genie. What did you think?
I thought it looked terrible.
Really?
Yeah. It looked really strange to me.
Yeah.
I was like, this looks CG. I mean, I know it is CG, but when it looks like it's CG, that means it doesn't look good.
Right, because it really stands out.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like principal photography CG or
right,
what.
Like, are you almost
but I'm
done?
like, is this what it's going to look like in the movie? Because this don't look good at all.
Yeah.
He had like broad shoulders, and I was like, yo, this look fucking weird.
He's mad. He's fucking brolic.
Like, yeah, this is bizarre.
He doesn't have a lot of definition, but he's just big.
He's fucking massive.
He's just a big guy. He's more of a strong man than a bodybuilder. I didn't think it looked great in the trailer, but then they released some images that I thought looked better when it was like better colored and things like that. There's that one where he's like fucking pointing at Aladdin. I thought that actually looked pretty good. I don't really have a point of reference. Like, I can't use the animated movie as a point of reference. That's ridiculous.
I guess, but
so I don't know. I don't like this picture. I think actually looks. Yeah, some of these images. Yeah, people say he looks like Boo from Dragon Ball.
He really does.
Yeah, he does. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm going to see it. So.
I mean, if you're going by what the original genie in the cartoon looks like, I mean, fine. But he just looks weird. And then it's Will Smith, yo. Like, it's going to be Will Smith. Fuck the fact that he's the genie. It's going to be Will Smith.
Yeah, but I feel like if anyone's going to do it, I feel like he's not a bad choice.
It's Will Smith.
Do you think Robin Williams could have pulled this off if he was still alive? Because obviously he did the voice originally.
Like, I don't know.
It's hard to have that frenetic, crazy personality that he had.
Yeah. Like, he's not... Yo, it's Will Smith, yo. It's just going to be like Aladdin. Everybody else is going to be like in character, and then Will Smith is going to pop up. He's not going to be a genie. They're going to rub the lamp. It's like, oh shit, it's Will Smith. Like,
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Nigga, you just want to be doing 7 pounds? Like, nah, it's just going to be Will Smith.
You know what?
Will Smith.
I'm going out on a limb. Will Smith's going to steal the show. He's going to steal the show. You watch. Will Smith is a goddamn superstar.
He is.
He's going to steal the show.
He is. I
guarantee you.
Superstar.
I can guarantee you this. Will Smith is going to be the thing that's most talked about in this movie as a positive. That's my guess. People are going to love his rendition.
I'm sure people will love it.
Yeah.
Because he's Will Smith. He's going to be funny.
Yeah.
I guarantee
he's got good comedic timing.
He's fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
But it's Will Smith, yo.
It's going to be weird to see.
It's similar to fucking Denzel Washington. Like, imagine if Denzel Washington was the genie. Like a kid. Like,
I do every night. That's hilarious.
Like, it's just the same thing. Like, he's not going to transform into that character.
Oh, no. That character will become him.
It's just Will Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fucking hilarious.
Yes, it's gonna be hilarious. Like I was rewatching the scene from Suicide Squad where they like recruit him. They have like the table of guns and they give him the gun and he's like, oh yeah, you jokers must be crazy or whatever. And so I rewatched that scene because I hadn't seen it in a while just today, and I was like, he is really fucking nailing this scene. Like he really is.
Yeah, he was good in it. Like he and Margot Robbie were the standouts in that movie. But he was Will Smith.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. And you know what I think it is? I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
Like I think it's like with Denzel Washington. Yeah. Denzel Washington is a great actor. And he really doesn't have that large of a range. Like he just doesn't. And I think it's because he's been a superstar for so long at this point. He's like, they're like, oh, can you do another take? He's like, I don't take notes. Like that kind of thing. He's like
take it or leave it, nigga.
Yeah, like this is how I'm playing this character. But I think Will Smith has been so successful doing that version of himself that like.
So we're gonna get like motivational speaker Will Smith since he's a genie.
I think you're gonna get somewhere between motivational speaker Will Smith and probably Bad Boys 2 Will Smith. Just over the fucking moon. Just over the moon.
It's going to be fucking weird, yeah. It just is.
Oh, it's going to be super weird. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. But my guess is Will Smith is going to fucking nail that role.
It's so ridiculous to me.
Yeah, he does. He looks utterly ridiculous.
Oh,
it's a fucking blue genie. I like when people were like, he's not blue. And then they showed him there, it's like, man, he don't look good blue. I'm like, yo, all right.
Like, what do you want?
What did you want,
like,
man?
What the fuck? Come on, man.
Like, yeah. Does he look silly? Yeah, he does. The genie is silly. Like, that's just, it is what it is. All right. Any parting words? Anything after that?
No. Listen to All Eyes on Me. And this. After you listen to this, listen to All Eyes on Me. BLBC. Black Cinema. All
right. Black on Black Cinema. All Eyes on Me. And this. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.